Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back, and let's bring about some healthy conversation. Now listen, we've all heard about hot flush and hormone chats around menopause, but there's one part of the conversation that isn't getting enough attention, and that's your bones. So today, let's crack open that topic with Phytoceutics CEO and integrative nutrition coach Laura Johnston in the building, as well as Dr. Kim Sonntag, a specialist in all things women's health. Ladies, thank you for joining us this morning. How are we doing?
Good. Good, thanks.
Listen, we've got to dive into lots of conversation here, and especially when we're talking about women's health in general, everything changes as the journey continues. Everything from emotional and physical health, and especially when you're talking about menopause, pre-menopause. But what is something that we aren't speaking about enough when we talk about this phase in a woman's life?
I think the thing that we aren't mentioning often enough is bone health, and usually only worry about it when it already becomes an issue, and by then it is usually too late.
Oh,
so
no.
it's the silent thing that's kind of going on in the background with your bone health deteriorating as you age, and that is something that's important to prevent, not only treat only later.
How would that show, or what would I feel or experience?
So the symptoms can be quite vague. Pain, so backache, hip pain, some joint aching, maybe even a fracture with a light fall or a fracture without any trauma at all. So those are the kinds of things that could be an indicator that there might be an issue with your bone health.
And I feel like the rest of the country just suddenly sat up when you said back pain and you got a lot of people's attention. Is there treatment options for something like this?
There are, but the most important thing is to prevent that from happening. So prevention is better than cure, as they always say. So trying to maximize your bone health already early on by doing weight-bearing exercises, having a healthy lifestyle and diet. And then if you do have osteopenia, which is bone weakening, or osteoporosis, then there are treatments available to you to treat that and start to improve the bone remodeling.
All women, as they start to age, should really be focusing on this.
Well, as an adult from about your mid-30s, your bone does start decreasing, so your bone remodeling will be less than your bone resorption. So you will basically end up having less bone density. And as a woman, as you age, your estrogen declines as well, and that's very vital in bone remodeling.
Oh, wow.
So that will make a big difference.
Laura, I wonder if there are options when it comes to supplementation, because I know there are so many incredible things in this world and how it can assist us. Do you have anything that could work with regards to our bones?
Yeah, so D3 and K2 are vital for your bone health. It helps your body absorb calcium, which we know is crucial for bones, and then magnesium also critical for your bone health. So, looking for good quality options, liposomal, highly bioavailable, good doses, and then just being consistent. So making sure that you take it daily and you start, correct me if I'm wrong, around the age of 30 is really when you need to start focusing on your bone health.
All right. Now, we kind of spoke about some of those sort of symptoms. Would those be enough to consider to be a warning sign like, hey, listen, you need to action this now?
If you picked up something heavy and you have pain for a day or two, then that could be normal. But if it's something that's nagging you and constantly there and you feel like it might be an issue, then you should definitely get it checked out.
Is there any other sort of advice that you might have with regards to this?
Genetics play a part when it comes to, losing bone earlier in life. So look to your parents, see how they're doing. Okay. But absolutely, weight-bearing exercise, taking supplements from a younger age, not smoking, don't drink too much, really focusing on your overall health. And then go and have yourself tested if you're nervous so that, prevention can be cure.
So the decisions we actually make now can literally affect us in such a negative or positive way in the future. So start the investment now.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, this is a great conversation. Thank you so much for coming through and providing us with the knowledge that we need, because I don't think a lot of people are even aware of this and what we're supposed to be doing. And I think this is a topic that deserves a lot more attention. So I think whether it's through movement, mindful nutrition, or smart supplements, strong bones really do set the foundation for a strong, healthy you. And if you want more insight, then definitely visit phytoceutics.com.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.